Today I'm going to teach you what is blocking you from manifesting what you desire. Let's go.
This is your life, no one else has gotta live it. This is your fight that only you can win.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darienne, your certified spiritual rock star. And if you want to get these videos every single week, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell for notifications. Also, if you want to get my weekly Empire updates through email, when you sign up, I will also give you a free guided meditation called Expanding Love to help raise your vibes and, of course, get you closer to your manifestations and to just be living the manifestations. So if you want to sign up for those, you can either click in the description, or you can click this little icon info thing at any part throughout this entire video. For those of you that don't know that you could just click the video and then the little circle comes up, and then you click the circle, and then all these things come up, whatever I post. So if you didn't know that, that's the thing. So let's talk about what is blocking you from manifesting what you want, okay? Maybe it's been years of you trying to manifest something, or maybe it's just been a couple days or a couple weeks, and you're like, what is going on? I'm going to help you get to the bottom of why you're not manifesting it and what's really blocking you. So here it is. What's blocking you is not the thing you think is blocking you, but your story about the thing that's blocking you, or even your story about the manifestation. So let's think about what you want to manifest. Let's think about what you desire, what you're wanting to focus on, what you're wanting to bring into your life. Whatever it is, you have a story around that thing. Maybe it's, I have to work really hard in order to get $1 million. Maybe you want to manifest $1 million, but you believe you have to work really hard for $1 million. And then there's something in you that's like, I don't want to work that hard. It's too hard to get $1 million. So I'd rather not have the $1 million than work that hard. But the block there is the story you're telling yourself. Let's say you want a relationship. Let's say there's a specific man or woman in your life that you want to call into your life. But you have this story that, oh, there's no men like that around here. Oh, I'll never find them around here. You telling that story again and again and again is the block. That is the block. And so what happens is, Abraham Hicks describes this perfectly when they say it's like having the train being the subject or the desire, the subject of your desire, and having an engine going in one direction and another engine going in another direction on the same track. That's exactly what it's like. It's like, okay, yes, I want this man, but like, I'm never gonna find a man, because you're telling the story, I'm never gonna find a man like that around here, and like as long as I'm around here, I'm just never gonna find him, and I'm around here now, and so it's like, oh, I gotta do X, Y, Z just to get out of here so that I can meet the man. That's the story. The story is taking you through a wild goose chase, which essentially, it's not really a big deal, because when you're in a high vibe state, your inner being will figure out a way to get through all of the stories that you tell yourself. But to help your inner being and to help to speed the process up of your manifestations, I know all of you guys want to know how to speed up the process of your manifestation. That's probably what I actually should title this video. Come to think of it. But all you have to do is become aware of the stories you're telling yourself around the subject matter of what you desire. And when you examine the story that you're telling yourself, look at that and go, is this making it easy for me to manifest it, or is this creating a block? Is this making it too difficult for me to manifest? And so what happens is you will almost manifest in the opposite direction, or you'll manifest distractions, or you'll manifest things that make you not have to actually manifest the thing you want to manifest, because you think maybe that money equals responsibility. So you'll start manifesting things to not make the money. You'll start manifesting debt because you don't ever want to make the money, or you'll start manifesting distractions, or you'll start manifesting blocks just because you don't want to make the money because the money equals responsibility. Or, just, it's crazy. Like, you don't think that you're blocking yourself from manifesting things, but you really are. And it's all based on the story we tell ourselves. And those stories come from, just to go a little bit deeper into, if this is the first time you're hearing something like this, although if you've been a follower of mine, I know it's not, but if you are new here and this is the first time you're hearing something like this, a story that we tell ourselves, it basically comes from our upbringing and our conditioning. So the lives that we lived. And it's funny, like, I was taking a shower before I got in here to film here, and I was looking at a bottle of shampoo that, growing up, I bought my daughter Pantene. And I use much more expensive shampoo than Pantene. I'm always using like something that's natural, paraben free, a lot more high end. So my nail polish, my shampoo is like $20. I know this is gonna seem like it has nothing to do with anything, but I swear it does. So my shampoo bottles are like $20 a pop sometimes, depending on the kind I get. And I'm looking at this bottle of Pantene that I bought my daughter, and I remember going into the store and looking at the price. It's like $3 or $4 for Pantene. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cheap. Well, growing up, I grew up in poverty. I grew up where, my mother, God bless her soul, grew up in an even deeper poverty that I grew up in. We were more surrounded by poverty. But we were never like poor to the point where we didn't have food. We couldn't afford, or at least my mother's story was that we couldn't afford anything name brand. And so Pantene, like, it was a luxury. First of all, we never ever had Pantene shampoo in our house ever. But it was like a luxury to like go to somebody else's house and take a shower and use their Pantene. And I was like, oh my God, these people must be like rich because they have like Pantene. And that's the story that I adopted from my mother, but it didn't even dawn on me until I went to the store and I bought Pantene for my daughter. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cheap. Like my shampoo in my hand's like $20 and hers is like $3. And I'm like, wow, how times have changed. This was a story I used to tell myself, but it's something as simple as that. And the truth is, for a lot of stories, when you have a real awareness for all stories, when you have the ability to have a real awareness of it, you have the ability to break free from it. The moment you become aware of it, you then have the ability to change the story. So know that you have the power to change the story. So if you want to manifest money and the story is, well, I have to work really hard and it's a lot of responsibility once I get it, once you realize, okay, this is just a story, well, what story works best for me? And what you can do is talk yourself out of the old story, let go of the old story, and into a new story. And it really only takes a few minutes. And Spirit is telling me there's times if you have absolute awareness, you just let the old story go. You can just let the old story go. As long as you know, as long as you're coming from a place of, Spirit's like, yes, you're right, okay. As long as you're coming from a place of knowing that I was telling this story, which was creating this experience, which is you not manifesting any money. I mean, look how powerful you are. That's what you created, if that's what you're trying to create. But like, from you telling this story, you've created a lack of money. That's how powerful you are. And then when you know that, and then you can then say, okay, well then, what story? I'm going to let this story go. What story would be beneficial for me? Money is easy to make. Money's easy to make. Money's easy to make. And then turn that into an affirmation. It really is. When you come from the absolute awareness that you're telling the story and the story is creating the reality, when you know that, you can easily let the story go and start telling a new one. All right, guys, I hope that helps. I want you to comment down below, what is the old story that you have been telling yourself that is blocking your manifestation from manifesting? It's blocking your desire from manifesting. What is the old story that's been blocking you? And then tell me now, what is the new story? So let that old story go. Know that you're the one telling the story, and that's why you've manifested what's in your life thus far, because you're that powerful. And start to tell the new story that works for you. Because everything you think you believe about life is all a story you decided to tell. Please quote me on that. Everything you think you believe about life, I don't even know what I just said, is all based on a story that you're telling. I really don't know what I just said, but just, go back and listen to the thing I just said, because that was important. And then text that or tweet that out and, tell that to people, because that was important. I swear I'm like a professional, I swear. All right, guys, I hope that helped. I want to know, what is the old story that you are letting go, and what's the new one you're feeding? All right, guys, I love you so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, so that I know to create more of these and so that more people see these. And I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to share this video on social media. Right now, go click that little share button and put it on Facebook and Instagram and all those other places, although you can't really share it on Instagram, but you know what I mean. Twitter, all those fun places. Make sure everybody knows about this information. And go follow me on social media at Darienne Empire, and you will get to learn even more inspirational things on a more daily basis and a more regular basis than just, well, this is regular, but you know what I'm saying, more often than just weekly, if you just can't get enough of me. If you're totally done with me, then don't subscribe and move on to somebody else. But if you're loving this, then stick around and subscribe and find me other places. Okay, I'm totally babbling. So I'm gonna put a video up from the archive in case you wanna watch some more. Go watch that. All right, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week.